Listen to Sergio Sanchez every morning on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Parami app. Stay informed with exclusive interviews from top local and state leaders, plus economic development news, business, and medical reports, and all the local news from the RGV. It's everything you need to know to start your day right. Sergio Sanchez and News Talk 710 KURV on the free Radio Parami app. Download it now.
Products to other countries.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz at the Capitol. Other Trump cabinet members will also testify at the House this morning. The Homeland Security Secretary will be asked about the new plan to get illegal immigrants to self-deport, paying for their flights and giving them $1,000 after they've left. Christy Noem tells Fox.
It saves us thousands and thousands of dollars, and it also is a much safer situation for officers and for those in communities.
For a second night in a row, Ukraine attacked Russia with drones. Some reached the capital.
Moscow's mayor claims at least 19 Ukrainian drones were destroyed before they reached the city. Sergei Sobyanin says some debris landed on a highway, but there were no casualties. All 4 of the city's main airports closed for several hours as a precaution, but have now reopened.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Israel's been hitting Houthi militants with airstrikes in Yemen, and today warned people living near the airport in Sana'a to evacuate as the Israelis retaliate for a missile launched by Iran-backed Houthis over the weekend that did damage near the busy Tel Aviv airport, disrupting flights. America's listening to Fox News.
Don't get suckered into the same old free phone game by Big Wireless. There is a better way. Pure Talk, my sponsor, my wireless company, has a better offer. The brand new free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan for $35 a month. You get unlimited talk, unlimited text, 15 gigs of data, all on America's most dependable 5G network. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk for your free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan. Pure Talk, wireless by Americans for Americans.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
5 years ago, we were in the throes of the COVID pandemic and all the shutdowns from schools to stores and all the masks and social distancing. Some blame a lab leak from virus research in China for all that, and now this.
An executive order from President Trump significantly limits U.S. funding for gain-of-function research conducted overseas and empowers U.S. agencies to end federal funding for other biological research posing a public health or national security threat.
There's always a danger that in doing this research, it might leak out just by accident even, and cause a pandemic.
National Institutes of Health Director Dr. Jay Bhattacharya joined President Trump for the executive order signing. The president also signed an order intended to streamline U.S. pharmaceutical production. He says tariffs on drugs made overseas will be announced in the next few weeks. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures falling about 300 points for the Dow. The day after losses, the S&P 500 ended a 9-straight session streak of gains. In the NBA playoffs, a lot of drama.
Double-digit comebacks to start 2 second-round NBA playoff series. The Nuggets trailed the Thunder by 11 points in Oklahoma City with 4.5 minutes to go. The Knicks trailed the Celtics in Boston by 20 points in the third quarter. Both the Knicks and the Nuggets fought back to win. The Celtics set an NBA record for the most three-point shots missed in a playoff game. Boston missed 45 attempts, lost in overtime to Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, 108-105. How did Aaron Gordon and the Nuggets manage to beat the Thunder last night?
A lot of guys stepped up, but I think our poise and our belief that we were going to win, no matter the circumstances.
The Nuggets' Aaron Gordon with TNT after he sank a game-winning three-point shot with 3 seconds left to beat the Thunder 121-119.
That's Fox's Jared Max. In the NHL's playoffs, the defending champion Panthers also lost a second-round opener to the Toronto Maple Leafs, beat Florida 5-4. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
It is a Tuesday morning. It's May 6th, 2025. Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV, 710 AM radio. Hey, discover us online. Radio Para Mi is the free app. We're right there. Inside 710 KURV, Radio para mí. And we got Fred Cruz, AccuWeather meteorologist, Jeffrey Nordine. I'm Sergio Sanchez. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley celebrating the opening of a new advanced manufacturing research facility. UTRGV saying that more than 24 students will be primarily involved in research at this facility in things like fusion energy, advanced materials, semiconductor processes. Local leaders joined community leaders to cut the ribbon to the new $3 million facility. Lotto Texas might be going away near future if some lawmakers get their wish. The state Senate is debating legislation that would abolish the Lottery Commission. There's several investigations underway on the commission's dealings. The focus is on a group of out-of-state investors who bought up nearly every winning combination in order to win a $95 million drawing several months back. Meantime, there's a hearing in court set for May 27th in the case of a lawsuit against the Texas Lottery Commission by a lottery courier. It's called LTC Texas. They sued the Lotto last month to block enforcement of a new rule that revokes the license of any lottery retailer that does business with couriers. State District Judge issued a restraining order late last week, prevents enforcement of the rule against LTC. The judge said the company is likely to prevail in this case. As you heard on Fox News, the Trump administration is offering $1,000 to illegals if they self-deport using a government app.
President Trump addressed the program while speaking at the White House Monday.
What we thought we'd do is a self-deport, where we're going to pay each one a certain amount of money, and we're going to get them a beautiful flight back to where they came from.
The Department of Homeland Security said the payments will be made after their return has been confirmed through the CBP Home app. The app's webpage estimates that once approved, undocumented migrants could typically depart the U.S. within 3 weeks. Those who submit their intent to voluntarily self-deport would also be deprioritized for detention and removal ahead of their departure. I'm Mark Mayfield.
U.S. Army reporting the death of a soldier from Cibolo. News release saying Lieutenant Marciano Parisano was found dead in Honduras this past weekend. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed legal action against the Austin Independent School District. Paxton is saying that in Austin, they're teaching critical race theory, which violates state law. The Texas House is seeking to outlaw social media used by minors. So Texas lawmakers, again, in the Texas House, their bill would prohibit Texas kids from using social media. It would also require platforms to delete kids' accounts at the request of mom and dad. The bill would require a social media company to verify the new user's age as 18 or older, and any social media platform that fails to comply might be penalized under Texas law dealing with deceptive trade practices. It's 7:08 on News Talk 710 KURV. It is AccuWeather time, and AccuWeather meteorologist Jeffrey Nordine is joining us. I want to say thank you first to Dougie and all the gang over at Martin Farm and Ranch, where they have Purina Feed. It is the best. That's why Dougie and the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch carry it. Certified dealer for Purina Feed. That's Martin Farm and Ranch. Current conditions across South Texas. What you got, Jeffy?
Well, we got cloudy skies pretty much across the entire southern part of Texas. It's going to be, or it is, 80 in Brownsville. We got 79 in McAllen, also Harlingen. Weslaco's at 80, Edinburgh 77. A little bit of fog in some spots, but it's not reducing visibility much.
Nice and warm, so you know it's going to get close to triple digits today. So what's the forecast for today and tomorrow as far as temperatures?
Low to upper 90s, triple digits is near, especially today. Tomorrow, not so much. Tomorrow is going to be a very tight spread of temperatures, so we got low to mid 90s. We're looking at cloudy skies with some sunshine, thunder showers late tonight in McAllen, and we could even see them kind of spread across the valley, but it's not going to be a lot of rain. It's maybe 1/10 of an inch or so.
All right. Trucking north to central Texas up in San Antonio, then Houston, all that. What you got for us today?
San Antonio, severe weather. There could be some damaging winds, and there have been hail reports around 1 inch in diameter so far. And then tornadic threat, too, exists today. Tomorrow is similar with thunder showers, but at least the intensity will be much lower. Houston today, too, into tonight could see some of those showers and storms. Heavier rain expected there. In fact, by the end of the day tomorrow, could see around 2 inches of rainfall. Dallas, same thing. Showers and strong thunderstorms today. Heavy rain around 1.5 inches in just today.
All right. Taking
I
a
know.
look.
I wish we could just blow some of that a little bit further south and west towards the reservoir.
Yeah, it wouldn't be us, a subtropical region. Then it's
Right.
supposed to be kind of dry. All right. So looking at the menu for today, I didn't see much as far as other like food. I did see it's beverage day, like in general beverage day. So there you go. My coffee,
I had a pop.
the water. Yeah, that's too much sugar, man. I sip it maybe with like a sandwich, but I don't know. I just feel guilty. Get an entire bottle of soda.
It's also International No Diet Day, so how fitting is that? Might as well drink up your pop.
So live it up today,
and then it's Nurses Day, who has to take care of you after you don't diet.
If your blood sugar spikes, you wind up in the ER. Yeah, we're celebrating teachers. That's another one I saw.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yep.
Teachers and nurses today, so it's your day. So as Jeffy was saying, as Jeffy's calling it a pop. Around here we call it soda. What else would you call it, Freddie?
Coke.
Coke.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with it. I just never got absorbed in that nature of saying it that way.
All right, pal. We'll call you next hour.
See ya.
That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jeffrey Nordine on 710 KURV. Protecting Texas from the Chinese Communist Party and other hostile foreign adversaries. The goal of legislation that has overwhelmingly passed the Texas Senate.
It almost sounds like James Bond meets the Texas Rangers, but it's not fiction.
We know these adversaries, most prominently the Chinese Communist Party, are actively targeting state and local governments across the country. They're very open about it.
State Senator Brian Hughes authored Senate Bill 2514. Texas would create a hostile foreign organizations unit within the Department of Public Safety.
This unit will identify, investigate, and monitor foreign influence operations in Texas, giving clear strategy and real-time intelligence to help us stay ahead of the threat.
The bill is now headed to the Texas House. It passed in the Senate 29-2. In Austin, Chris Fox, News Talk 710 KURV.
The number of Americans who say stocks and mutual funds are the best long-term investment, that number is declining.
According to a Gallup survey, 16% of adults say stocks or mutual funds are the best long-term investment, compared to 22% of people who held this view around the same time last year. The poll was conducted in the first 2 weeks of April when President Trump announced sweeping tariffs that sent the stock market on a nosedive. Despite the drop in favorability, the survey found gold had a slight uptick in popularity this year, with 23% saying it's the best long-term investment, which is up from 18% last April. I'm Brian Shook.
With the deadline tomorrow to switch over to real IDs. As you can imagine, scams are popping up everywhere.
The deadline to get a real ID before your next flight is quickly approaching on May 7th. The scammers are hoping that your rush will help them get into your wallet. The Better Business Bureau warns against falling for fast-track offers and advises verifying government websites before providing personal information. Beware of fraudulent texts, emails, and calls claiming to expedite the real ID process. It's crucial to be cautious and report any scams if you become a victim. Experts say pay close attention and verify website URLs and consider visiting the DMV in person to ensure a secure application process. I'm Katie Gray.
Chances are you already have a real ID. This has been a requirement for years now in Texas. On your driver's license, top right-hand corner, you have a star up there. Yeah, that's the real ID. Either that or you can use a passport to get on a flight if you don't have an updated license. This note from McAllen Schools. The McAllen School District is offering condolences after the death of a recent school board candidate. The district announced the death of 48-year-old Rogelio Aleman II on social media yesterday. He was in the race for school board this past weekend. And the release of the highly anticipated video Grand Theft Auto 6 is being pushed back. Rockstar Games made the announcement late last week and shared that it's now set to release on May 26, 2026, next year. The check this out, Freddie. The action adventure game. So that's what you call it. Action adventure game was previously on track for a fall launch this year. You've played this stuff, right, Freddie? You played this Grand Theft Auto stuff. I mean, that's pretty. It's kind of racy. It's like you're shooting people, and they got like naked characters all over the place. Like, yeah. the G-rated version. How do you get a G-rated Grand Theft Auto? Well, you're the one getting carjacked, right? You're the one. So the more times you get carjacked, you win. That's also extra points for that, right? Yeah, that's the bonus round. Time is 7:16. The morning news on News Talk 710 KURV. Going to share with you a conversation I had with Bob Vacker. Everybody knows Bob Vacker. The auto industry, tariffs, prices, production, all those things. What's going on in the market? That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Active Liver is the easy way to get daily detox to keep you healthy and feeling your best. Find Active Liver at your local CVS or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When it comes to livestock fencing, the folks at Martin Farm and Ranch believe that if you do it right, then you only do it once, which means by utilizing high-quality materials like Stay Tough fence products and Martin's expertise in fence building, you'll get exactly what you need to keep them in or keep them out. High tensile wire like Stay Tough allows you to build your fence using less materials and labor. So for your next fence project, come see the fine folks at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply in Edinburgh. Just look for the horse.
Brian Kilmeade here. After my show, weekday afternoons at 2, stay tuned for the 956 Drive Home with Zach and Davis starting at 4 on News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
This is the morning news on News Talk 710 KURV. This coming weekend in McAllen, Mexlan, 3-day music, food, arts festival. Music and food trucks and artisan market, even lucha libre. We have tickets to give away, so stick around for your chance to win. Is it a family 4-pack? Yeah. Stick around for your chance to win a family 4-pack to Mexlan this weekend in McAllen. So much news related to tariffs, imports, manufacturing, perhaps restructuring how manufacturing is set up for autos in our country. On the front lines of the auto industry here in South Texas, our friend Robert Vacker, Bert Ogden Auto Group, chairman of the board, dealer principal. Bob, welcome back to the program. My goodness, all this upheaval, roller coaster, up and down, tariffs yes, tariffs no. Let's put some tariffs, 25, and let's take them away. Let's protect U.S. automaking. But we're going to hit Europe either way. So how's business these days? I guess we'll start there, Bob. How's over at Bert Ogden? Because you represent so many different lines. So how is business?
I got to tell you, Sergio, April was a fantastic month. Probably the best. It was the best April we've ever had. In fact, the best month we've ever had in auto sales in the history of the dealerships.
My goodness.
So business is good.
All of them collectively, the best month. That is impressive in light of all the headlines, don't you think?
Well, yes, I do. I think what we need to do is just take a deep breath and look at it, and that's what we're doing. And our attitude is it's a positive movement, and it's all going to wash out. I think in the next 60, 90 days, I know the president's meeting with a lot of different countries, and you see progress on a lot of fronts and a lot of good things happening in the Rio Grande Valley already. So we're going to take that approach. I did go out and I bought about 3,000 new automobiles that don't have the tariffs on them. So we're stocking up, okay, just in case. So we sort of sit back and stocking up and getting ready for June, July, and August.
You think that perhaps the April push was a result of customers saying, you know what, we're going to try to avoid any price increase. We'll go ahead and pull the trigger now and get our vehicles now. Do you think that was part of the mindset?
I think that was part of it. But again, the factories have come out, General Motors, Ford, all the manufacturers that came out in April and put these fantastic rebates on cars, low interest rates on cars. And so people are looking at that, and it's a great time to buy. I mean, April, May are great months. And the factories answered the call, and they put the programs out there. So you can come out right now. Not only will you can buy an automobile without any tariffs, but also you're getting these new low interest rates that we've been crying for about 6-8 months, and we got them finally from the factory people. So it's actually, it's turning out to be, they're doing exactly what we want them to do and what they need to do. So some of it has to do with tariffs, some of it has to do with just the good deals that are out there.
Bob Vacker from Bert Ogden Auto Group. Again, he represents so many different lines, domestic and some international brands as well. Sales are good right now. So what is the status of that 25% tariff? Last we heard a few days back is President Trump said, oh, no, U.S. automakers, no, we're not going to do the 25% tariff. And then I hear things different the next day. So what is the status on some of these tariffs, and who's getting the tariffs?
Well, what we're seeing and what we're hearing is the automobile makers, especially the American ones, and foreign, because we represent most of foreign lines. We're not going to have it. They're already starting to back off a lot of it. It's a give and take. He's going to give some of that up, and the foreign country's going to have to give. Korea, Japan. He's working with those diligently, working with those people who are having a lot of meetings. So I think we're going to see most of that go away, if not all. I don't think you'll see it all go away, because we're going to need to protect our industry. We need tariff protection in this country. But I think what we're going to see is the foreign countries, manufacturers are going to back up and back off some of that. I think we're already seeing that from Mexico. I know he has a meeting with Canada this week, and I think we're going to see some give and take there. So I think it's going to all shake out by, I'm setting my sights on July 1st. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Give it 6 weeks to shake it, and then let's take another look at it.
One thing, as I've been speaking with all sorts of folks that are watching this on the business end, and economists and all these, on the sidelines, we're just watching this like a football game, baseball game on the economic side. China has proven to be an enemy. China has proven that they're intransigent. China is not going to bend. China can wait us out. And I do believe that the smart money in manufacturing will be to uproot, leave China as quickly as possible. We are probably a few days away from the White House announcing India as a maybe zero tariff market, or maybe 2.5%, something really small. Vietnam opening up, Taiwan opening up, many more countries opening up to zero exchange with the United States, which means new customers for American brands and more jobs. And some of those jobs might be right here. I'll give you an example. Rioplex, the Joaquin Spalmer and a whole bunch of other leaderships from county and local economic development, they've got this presentation coming at them here pretty soon from Central Texas, up in San Antonio. The Bexar County Economic Development Office will have a sit-down with the gang at Rioplex that are trying to sell the valley and land manufacturing at the speed of business, not the speed of government. And they got this presentation because from San Antonio outwards, about a 400-mile radius, there are jobs that could be had that feed into the Toyota plant. And of course, Elon Musk and his truck plant nearby, the Gigafactory. We could probably host some light manufacturing, some assembly lines that feed into the manufacturing that's taking place at Auto in Central Texas. I want to get your thoughts on how we capture some of that.
Well, I think you're 100% correct. And when I talk to people, I tell them, if you live in the United States right now, you want to live in Texas. If you live in Texas, you want to live in the South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley. This is the boom area. This is where it's all going to happen. Yeah. And you can already see that. You see that Trump signed an executive order allowing them to export natural gas. So the Port of Brownsville, that's back on track. You can see Mexico is fixing to give us back the water they owe us. There's so many things happening in the valley, and we're poised for growth. Not only that, look at our education system in the valley. We got UT-RGV, we got South Texas College. All these are coming online. We've got so many young people coming up in the valley. And like Dr. Beatty says, entrepreneurs. We've got all these business graduates, all these entrepreneurs, a lot of talent, and that's going to bring industry in the valley. I look for the next 5 to 10 years for the Rio Grande Valley just to boom.
Yeah, it is. It's a good problem to have because it puts a lot of stress on infrastructure, laying down pipe and lights and developing industrial parks, all those things. Bob Vacker from Bert Ogden Auto Group, our guest. You mentioned strong sales for April, and looks like we're going to continue that trend here pretty soon. Is that only domestic, or is that also the international brands?
That's also international.
Everything.
I don't know if you know it, but we just added a Vietnamese line, VinFast, and in Harlingen, a new dealership, and the vehicles have already been shipped. We should have happen this week or next. Our first vehicles. It's Vietnamese manufacturing.
Wow!
And these people, they're ready to step in and they're very aggressive. So we're looking for some good things for everyone out there.
Well, now you piqued my interest. Tell me a bit more about it. You said VinFast. Is that the name of the Vietnamese automaker?
Yeah, it's a Vietnamese manufacturing, and they're beautiful cars, and they're coming in. And so they're all electric, and they're lower priced cars. And I think we got the first 11 coming in. I think this week they should. We picked them, we chose them, we committed to delivery, so we should have those this week, and we'll be selling those in Harlingen.
They look like little SUVs or Jeeps. So they have that boxy look to them. Very, very. I went online real quick when you told me about this. VinFast, good looking vehicles.
Yeah, good looking vehicles. I haven't driven one or sat in one. I'm looking forward to getting them.
Wow.
So,
are you the first dealer in Texas for this, or tell me about this more VinFast line that you represent now in Harlingen?
There's a dealer in Houston and Dallas. They're bringing a slow rollout, but they're not doing real fast. But they picked it. We went to them about 6 months ago, and they picked us up. So we've been negotiating and signing all the paperwork. So
congratulations, Bob. Hey, tell these nice people over VinFast, hey, you need a assembly line. Hey, we can do one here in the Rio Grande Valley. We got the kids, we got the land, we got the seaport, airport, spaceport. Man, we'll send it by satellite back to you if you need to. We can do something like that in South Texas.
Let me tell you, that spaceport that's phenomenal what he's doing down there, and we're very, very fortunate to have Elon Musk right there in South Texas, and we're working for us and bringing jobs into the Rio Grande Valley. I'm very proud of that.
Bob Vacker joining us again. I think the biggest news of everything you told me is this new line from Vietnam, VinFast, that's headed this way. And they're all electric, or they're hybrids, or what are they, Bob?
They're all electric. All electric.
Mm-hmm. We've talked about this off air. This whole thing with China and how they do not play ball. And they've got a big line of EVs. Maybe they could just dump into this country and really hurt the auto market. And I think
if Trump would not have stepped in, and stopped the Chinese from bringing these automobiles, these cheap electric cars, and dumping them in this market, they would have destroyed the automobile manufacturing business in North America. Destroyed it. I firmly believe that. And he saw that coming, and that's what he's doing. He's going to put a stop to it before it happens.
Bob Vacker, appreciate your insight. Anything else you want to share with us? That was a nice surprise, that VinFast thing that you showed me. Anything else you want to mention before I let you go?
No, that's a great time to be in the Rio Grande Valley. It's a great time to buy an automobile, and let's all get out there. But let's appreciate what we have.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. Be well. That's Robert C. Vacker from the Bert Ogden Auto Group. You're in tune with the pulse of South Texas business, the Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. News of service of Edinburgh CISD along with UT-RGV. Their collegiate high school currently enrolling freshmen and sophomore students. For information, call 956-289-2300. On the West Coast, this report from Long Beach, California, LA as well, they say that they're seeing a 44% decline in docked cargo vessels.
Port officials blame the decline of incoming shipments on the tariffs that President Trump has placed on foreign goods, particularly goods from China. China has been the main foreign trade partner with the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. The Port of Long Beach is reporting 34 cancellations of incoming shipments this week, while the Port of Los Angeles is reporting 36 cancellations. Officials say if this continues, it will mean fewer available jobs. Mario Cordero, CEO of the Port of Long Beach, says traffic has not been this slow since the height of the pandemic. I'm Mark Mayfield.
In an interesting political note, in the Senate race in Georgia, the very popular governor, Brian Kemp, Republican, saying he will not be running for a U.S. Senate next year. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. This is the radio station in South Texas for Houston Astros play-by-play. We'll take a look at sports up next on the Valley's Morning News.
Happy Super Mother's Day! We have a Super Mom contest on our Facebook and Instagram accounts. That's right. The way it works is like this. You go to our Facebook and Instagram account, you look for the Super Mom pose, and you nominate your mama. The two mamas, they get the most likes, get up to a $500 gift card. That's right. Go to shampoozy.com for more details. Nominate your Super Mom today. See store for details.
Shampoozy.com. Think tires. Think Pueblo.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Red Stegall, Texas rancher and musician. I'm inviting you to saddle up for the Alamo Statewide Stampede. We're challenging Texas counties, big and small, to raise the most funds for the Alamo. Join by donating livestock proceeds or any dollar amount, which will go towards restoring the mission site and battlefield, a state-of-the-art museum, and more. You can prove your small town has the biggest Texas state pride and make the Alamo so much more than you remember. Donate today at thealamo.org.
Built to perform, backed by ASCO. Right now, get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on new compact Hitachi excavators and wheel loaders with approved credit. Whether you're digging, lifting, or loading, Hitachi delivers the performance you need, and ASCO delivers a service you can count on. Need equipment? We're on it at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com. Financing terms and conditions apply. See ASCO for details.
Tune in later tonight as your Houston Astros visit the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch at 6:40. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women, Mission Economic Development Corporation, and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
Astros faced the Brewers yesterday and only could really do things defensively, losing 5-1.
Oh, punch shot, and Dubon makes a great jumping catch. Mauricio covering a lot of ground. Out of nowhere, making the play in shallow center, Blummer.
Astros go again versus the Brewers tonight at 6:40. I'm Trevor Beck, TSN Sports.
NBA playoffs in the East semis, Game 1. Knicks rallied from 20 down, beat the Celtics 108-105 in overtime. It didn't hurt that the Celtics missed 45 threes. Game 1 in the West semis, Aaron Gordon hit a three with 2.8 seconds remaining as the Nuggets stunned the Thunder with a 121-119 comeback win in OKC. Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson named Coach of the Year. Maple Leafs with a 3-goal first period held on beat the Panthers in Game 1 of the East semis. Islanders, with just a 3.5% shot, won the NHL draft lottery. Will pick first, and the Ravens release kicker Justin Tucker. That's sports. I'm Ron Moss.
AccuWeather says it's going to be hot today. Gee, well, it's close to triple digits. Mid Valley and Western Valley should be low 90s at the coast. Right now, temperatures mostly 78 to 80 degrees all across South Texas. Already hot. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Again, all this is wait times coming back to the U.S., headed back to Brownsville. It is 45 minutes to an hour at all three for Brownsville, about 20 minutes south of Harlingen and Los Indios. And for McAllen, the only bridge with significant traffic, 45 minutes at the Far Bridge. Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. We have a free app. Radio United, the free app for all the sister stations here, everybody, is Radio Para Mi. Download it, listen live on your smart device or Bluetooth in your EV if you want to do that, like one of our listeners checked in a few days back. Business News Check of Your Money. That's next on 710 KURV. I wish to emphasize and overemphasize reputation, a good name. Like Dale Johnson, dear friend of mine, for many years, he developed that good name and reputation of getting the job done for commercial roofs. And yes, even some of those flat roofs for homes in the areas. But he did huge projects, like one project led to another, led to another, led to another. And I appreciate all of y'all who called Dale Johnson for that initial assessment. What's going on with your roof? Like right now would be a good time to check, see if you have any weak spots at your commercial buildings before tropical season. It's already May. June will be here before you know it. You know how the valley is with early storms. Dale Johnson has locked arms and joined forces with a much bigger group that has his culture of superior customer service, getting the job done, making sure that you, as a customer, you are super happy. That would be Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. For many years now, very proud. I am very proud to represent Dale Johnson. And my friend Dale Johnson is now has joined forces with Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, and he's bringing you aboard with an expanded menu of services, valued warranties, cutting-edge, state-of-the-art roof installation and repair technology, and advanced waterproofing solutions. My friend Dale Johnson trusts Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. You should as well. So it all starts with a phone call, 956-566-6822. The website, chamberlainltd.com.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Our video interview tool makes it easy and effortless to meet with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Hi there. My name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile-long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Rite Aid is again seeking bankruptcy protection as the struggling drugstore chain says it will try to sell nearly all of its assets. The company said that its stores will remain open as it returns to Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings, and it will work to ensure that customer prescriptions are transferred to other pharmacies as it goes through the sale process. Hinge Health said in its updated IPO prospectus that revenue in the first quarter climbed 50% to $123.8 million. The digital health company is pushing towards a public market debut, but still has not provided a price range for its offering. The company swung to a net profit for the quarter. The disruptions at Newark Liberty International Airport have continued with hundreds of flight delays and cancellations. This news comes after an outage caused air traffic control computer screens to go dark for up to 90 seconds. The outage occurred on April 28th. Futures are moderately lower. Monday, the Dow Industrials lost 98. That's your money now.
Ford Motor is suspending its 2025 financial outlook because of new tariffs. They say tariffs might cost the company $1.5 billion next year. And Skechers has a new owner, 3G Capital Global Investment Firm. AccuWeather says highs for today should be close to triple digits, Mid-Valley and Western Valley. It's already hot. It's 78 to 80 degrees across South Texas. Fox News coming up in 2 minutes on News Talk 710 KURV. Join us at Radio Para Mi. Download that free app. Top real estate team in this entire region, and the only folks that I'm calling to sell my home, to help buy a home, it's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. There's a reason why they have over 600 five-star Google reviews. Think of it. People who take their most valuable research, their time, and they're so happy with the Ryan and Brian real estate team. They sit down and write glowing, wonderful praises and reviews of Ryan and Brian. That's an awesome real estate team. 600 plus. 5-star Google reviews. That's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. When you need to move, sometimes you don't have much time to wait around and get everything sold, right? So if you need a team to help you get it done, that's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. They will make sure that you can move on your timeline, guaranteeing that they can sell your home by a price and deadline that you guys agreed to. If they cannot sell that home, they will buy that home themselves. Isn't that awesome? Folks here in Edinburgh, a couple here in Edinburgh, just worked with Jessica from the Ryan and Brian real estate team. They had a hard deadline. They needed their home sold within 3 months. Well, the Ryan and Brian real estate team and their marketing approach, that's very aggressive and successful. Boom, in 1 month, it was sold. That could be you, amigo. So call the Ryan and Brian real estate team today. Start that conversation. 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
It takes one whiff. Everything on the menu seems to be calling out to you. Dish after dish looks so good that you just can't seem to make up your mind. Everything looks better than the last thing. It's almost mind-boggling, and that's the moment that you realize you are at the right place. Zen Asian Bistro. All you can eat. Sushi, all kinds, and always delicate, fresh, and delicious. Sushi and Chinese food all at the same place. Zen. Everything you want. Individually, custom, wok-fired, crispy General Chow chicken, and all of your favorite Chinese food like sizzling steak lo mein. It's an experience you'll absolutely love. Lunch and dinner, all you can eat at Zen. You don't have to decide on one thing because you get it all. Everything on the menu is yours for one low price. All you can eat. Bring everybody. With kids' meals at just $8.99, there's just no better option out there. Zen Asian Bistro. All you can eat, unlimited, unforgettable, unapologetically affordable. Zen.
News and weather information at your fingertips.
No more browsing for no apparent reason. No more mindlessly surfing on our laptops.
Log on to KURV.com. News Talk 710 KURV.
Tuesday edition of the Valley's Morning News. It is May 6, 2025. Thank you much for waking up with us on the radio, 710 AM radio. Join us online, Radio Para Mi. Download that free app. I know what I'm telling you. We got a little glitch. Your power goes out somewhere. Yeah, you got us online. Radio Para Mi. Download the free app. Fred Cruz, I'm Sergio Sanchez. We got AccuWeather meteorologist Jeffrey Nordine with us. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. There will be zigs and zags, ups and downs. Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney meets with President Trump at the White House today about trade and tariffs.
One point of contention today, U.S. automakers moving operations north. The new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, has only been around for 6 weeks, so we will see what he has come up with in the last month and a half as a comeback when President Trump inevitably says today that he thinks he should be the governor of the 51st state of Canada.
Fox's Peter Ducey. About 30 pro-Palestinian protesters occupying a University of Washington building are under arrest.
Demonstrators taking over the interdisciplinary engineering building, blocking off the entrance with furniture, and later setting fire to a dumpster outside while chanting at responding police and firefighters.
It's Fox's Brooke Singman. Protesters want the school to sever ties with Boeing over defense contracts with Israel. America's listening to Fox News.
University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, celebrating the opening of their new advanced manufacturing research facility. We had local leaders and university folks. They came together to cut the ribbon on the new $3 million facility yesterday. Areas of research include advanced materials research, semiconductor process research, also fusion energy. UT-RGV saying that more than 24 students will be primarily involved in the research at the facility. Lotto Texas might be closing up shop good over recent scandals if some lawmakers get their way. The state Senate is debating legislation that would abolish the Texas Lottery Commission. The Trump administration offering $1,000 to illegal immigrants if they self-deport.
President Trump addressed the program while speaking at the White House Monday.
What we thought we'd do is a self-deport, where we're going to pay each one a certain amount of money, and we're going to get them a beautiful flight back to where they came from.
The Department of Homeland Security said the payments will be made after their return has been confirmed through the CBP Home app. The app's webpage estimates that once approved, undocumented migrants could typically depart the U.S. within 3 weeks. Those who submit their intent to voluntarily self-deport would also be deprioritized for detention and removal ahead of their departure. I'm Mark Mayfield.
You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Game 2 of the Astros-Brewers series tonight, broadcast 610 on your station for Astros baseball. Big thank you to all the folks at Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Also big thanks to the Mission Economic Development Corporation for Astros baseball on 710 KURV. I think the services from Culligan that provide you a system at your own house. It's not like, a knock at the door and they're delivering like water jugs. And if that's what you want, that's fine. But Culligan can provide you, like they did for me and Delia, your very own water purification system that cleans up all the water coming in from the city. And it tastes wonderful, especially nice and cold. And we got those 100-degree days that are coming up. You can hook it up to the refrigerator and make some clear and clean looking, wonderful tasting ice cubes, cool everything down. From the lemonade that you make to the tea that you make, I know that you want water that is purified by that Culligan system that could be at your house for only $35 a month. And if you reclaim all the time, otherwise you would spend going to the big box store, going to H-E Butt, or I don't know who would do this, but there's people out there. I guess they put them outside the gas station because people are still buying them. I would never buy that. Out in the sun all day long, nobody. Call Culligan, get your own water purification system. Get all that time back, all that money, and get rid of all those plastic bottles half drank all over the place. Just call Culligan and get your own system, and water tastes awesome, and it's good for you. Just drink. 956-399-1780. Call Culligan today.
At Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivetta's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivetta's Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Are you tired of waiting hours in your doctor's waiting room? Sitting around waiting to see a doctor isn't fun, and we know your time is valuable. The good news is that the physicians at Rio Grande Pain Team can help. Rio Grande Pain Team helps patients find relief from chronic neck pain, back pain, migraine headaches, and joint pain. And at Rio Grande Pain Team, we schedule your visits accordingly. Rio Grande Pain Team recently added providers, and we utilize the latest in scheduling software so our patients are seen on time for their visits and treatments. There's no need to wait 5 hours in a physician's office. At Rio Grande Pain Team, you no longer have to live with chronic pain. Dr. Dennis Slavin can help and have you feeling better at last. Book your appointment now in Weslaco or McAllen by signing on to our website, feelingbetteratLast.com. That's feelingbetteratLast.com, or call 956-973-0565. That's 973-0565. 973-0565.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 and Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Listen anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet at KURV.com.
The Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV, also broadcasting at the free app Radio Para Mi. Once you try it, amigo, you'll never go back. I'm convinced of it. It's crisp, clear audio. Radio Para Mi. AccuWeather says highs for today should be closer to triple digits. Yikes. Right now, it's 78 to 80 across the valley. News on 710 KURV, a service of Edinburgh CISD along with UTRGV. Their collegiate high school is currently enrolling freshmen and sophomore students. For information, call 956-289-2300. The Real ID deadline is tomorrow. Chances are, if you renewed your driver's license or got a driver's license in Texas over the past several years, you have a Real ID. How do you know? There's a star, top right-hand corner of your Texas license. The Trump administration is saying that all states will need to comply by tomorrow, May 7th. The new Prime Minister for Canada, Mark Carney, going to be at the White House talking with President Trump today. Trade and tariff issues likely at the top of the menu. And buy something nice, say something nice to teachers in your lives. Also, nurses. Today is National Teachers Day. Also, the beginning of National Nurses Day, National Nurses Week. Border Bridge wait times on 710 KURV. It's posted on KURV.com. If you're headed back to the Valley, let's see here. Brownsville, 45 minutes, all three major bridges. And for McAllen, the only bridge with significant traffic, that's the Far Bridge at 45 minutes. News Talk 710 KURV is your home in the Valley for Astros baseball. The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for men and women.
Astros faced the Brewers yesterday and only could really do things defensively, losing 5-1.
Oh, punch shot, and Dubon makes a great jumping catch. Mauricio covering a lot of ground.
Listen to Sergio Sanchez every morning on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Para Mi app. Stay informed with exclusive interviews from top local and state leaders, plus economic development news, business, and medical reports, and all the local news from the RGV. It's everything you need to know to start your day right. Sergio Sanchez and News Talk 710 KURV on the free Radio Para Mi app.